I will tell you what doesn't work. What doesn't work is habits. And this is kind of going against the grain because I think we have this myth, and I'm all for habits, right? My first book was all about how to build habit forming products. I understand habits very, very well. And there's a time and a place for habits. The problem is that when people say they want to turn something into a habit, or flow is a similar idea, right? You've probably heard about flow, Csikszentmihalyi's idea of, these magical states where, time goes by so quickly and things are effortless. And that's kind of what people want from flow and from habits. It's the same thing. They don't want to do the task. They want to have done the task, right? Oh, I really want to get into a writing habit, but I hate writing. Oh, I really want to get into an exercise habit, but exercise sucks. Oh, meditation. I really want to start meditating. I need a meditation habit, but I hate meditating.
Right.
I don't have the patience for it.
Right.
And so what people think is a habit turns out will never be a habit, right? This is actually pretty important because a habit is defined as behavior done with little or no conscious thought. Beats me how you meditate with little or no conscious thought. Isn't the point of meditation to observe your thoughts? If you're meditating with little or no conscious thought, you're asleep. You're doing it wrong. How do you write? I've been a professional author for over a decade. Somebody, please tell me how to get into a writing habit. How do I write with little or no conscious thought? I don't know. I have to think about what I'm going to write about, or else it's not a habit.
Right.
These things aren't habits. They are routines. So you say, oh, what's the big deal? Tomato, tomato, right? Routine, habit. What's the difference? The difference is when we tell people that there's this magical state that you can get in where you can effortlessly do work, you can effortlessly get into flow, you can effortlessly turn everything into a habit. They try and they fail because some behaviors will never become a habit. Some behaviors can, if it's done with little or no conscious thought. Sure, you can drive a car with very little conscious thought, right? That's why we can listen to a radio or have a conversation while we're driving. That behavior becomes habitual. We can do other things while we're doing that because we're basically driving on autopilot with little or no conscious thought, right? Some behaviors can become habits, even if they start out as rather complex. But some behaviors will never become habits. They will stay routine. So what happens is after 30 days, 60 days, some magic number of days, people think it's 44 days. It's not, but anyway, people look at themselves and they say, wait a minute, this still sucks, right? Like, I still don't like doing this task. It's not effortless. It hasn't become a habit. And they don't blame the technique. They blame themselves. And there's nothing wrong with them. It's so that something's wrong with this silly technique. So as opposed to trying to figure out how do I escape the discomfort of the task, right? How do we use the Mary Poppins method of putting a spoonful of sugar on stuff? I advise the exact opposite. We need to get comfortable with discomfort, right? That's what high performers do. High performers don't try and escape the pain. They leverage the pain. They use it as rocket fuel. And so that's what we have to learn to do.